Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Wilbo. We are back in a video on the YouTube channel, and today, guys, I got some more Cold War zombies for you guys. And basically what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be ranking all the Cold War zombies maps in order from, well, actually I'm just going to say which one I think is the best and which one I think is the worst by far, so then you can obviously put down what is the middle one. So basically I'm just going to say that, and I'm going to be ranking Maschine versus Firebase versus Toten. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So first off, we're going to be talking about Maschine, and then we're going to be talking about Firebase, and then after we're going to be talking about Toten. We're just going to be talking about main stuff in the map, like the ray gun, or like the wonder weapons, the layout, the spawn room, how easy the map is, how I just feel about the map in general. So Maschine, I think it has a really good spawn room. When you spawn in, you have a lot of the things that you would need in the game, so probably is very easy to get it was not very easy, but it's easier to get a really good high round in the spawn room. So, and also this map came out on the release of Cold War Zombies, so it kind of gave that a boost, because the Cold War Zombies like system kind of boosted this, because the Cold War Zombie system is actually really good in my opinion. I just think Cold War Zombies just got boring, but Maschine, I think the wonder weapon, the ray gun, is really good. It's just they did nerf it a few times, like 3-4 times. I don't know why they nerfed wonder weapons in the game, but they nerfed the wonder weapon, so it's not as good as it could be. But in the beginning of the game, it was really good and really overpowered. So as I said, it can be better, but it is still a very good wonder weapon, and the wonder weapon is very good. So that's that. And then the layout of the map, I think the layout of Maschine is actually really good in my opinion as well. I think they can make things a little bit better, but it's personally very good, and I basically mastered the map at this point, because the map's been out for like 9 months, 10 months, something like that. But that's basically Maschine. I think the layout, the spawn room, the wonder weapons, all good. I think the map's really good in general. I just think it's a little slow. It's a little slower, on the slower side. Sometimes it can be really fast depending on how your game goes, but I really like maps that go by fast, and I don't like maps that have a slow startup and kind of thing to start up, turn on the power. That's why I like Maschine a little bit more, because it's a little bit of faster side, but at the same time it can be slow sometimes. So I don't really know how that goes exactly. And then you have the wonder weapon, which we're not going to talk about that, because that thing's fucking awful. But we're just going to use the ray gun as kind of the Maschine wonder weapon, not the because the is awful. But I think the actually was a really good start for a wonder weapon. No, I'm fucking kidding. It's awful. But at the same time, this is just my opinion on Maschine. I personally really like the map. I think the layout's very good. I think it kind of started the high round kind of thing for all like the zombie stuff. But that's basically Maschine. That's my opinion on it. And we're going to get into Firebase, and then we're going to talk about Toten after. And as I said, I think Maschine is a very good map. I think probably one of my favorite as well. So that is Maschine. Getting on to Firebase. So next I'm going to have to say Firebase. We're talking about Firebase. So basically we're just going to be talking about the same aspects as well. So the Ray K, we're going to start it off talking about the Ray K. So the Ray K, it's kind of like the ray gun. It's very good, unique wonder weapon, but the ray gun is not really unique. I like how it was at the start. It was very good, and I actually probably would say it's better than the ray gun at the start, just because it was very good, and it kind of did need like one nerf. But then they started to ruin the gun by nerfing it more than one time. They nerfed it like 3 times, just like the ray gun. So they kind of ruined the wonder weapon, but the ray gun's still better than the Ray K. I think the Ray K is definitely the worst out of the 3 wonder weapons in the game. Actually no, the is worse, but the Ray K is worse than the Toten wonder weapon and Maschine ray gun. So I just think that was just it's just disappointing in my opinion, and that's just my opinion on the Ray K. But getting on to the spawn room, I think the spawn room in Firebase also was a really good spawn room. Not as good as Maschine, just because it doesn't have as much room, and it does have a very good circle area in the middle that you can have a little training session in if you really want to. It's the best training spot on the maps in my opinion. So it definitely has a really good starting room. It has a decent layout. I think it has actually a pretty good layout, but at the same time the startup process is very slow and annoying, which I don't like about the map, and it just makes me not want to play the map even more and more. And high rounds for this map are probably the hardest out of the 3 maps, so that kind of sucks for me too, because most of my videos are high round videos. So that's kind of how I base the map around. But that's my opinion on Firebase. I will, at the end of the video, I'll say which one's the worst, which one's the best, and then you can just decide which one is the middle ground, because there's only 3 maps in the game. So that's just my opinion on Firebase. Getting on to Toten. So Mauer to Toten, I'm gonna have to say, very good map, very good start, but it only took 5 months to release the map. Treyarch, it only took 5 months to release the map, so I really appreciate that. But as I said, Mauer to Toten actually was a pretty good start. It has the best Easter egg out of the all. I think Maschine definitely has a decent Easter egg. It probably has the worst one actually, but Firebase has the second best one, and then I think Mauer to Toten has the best Easter egg. So it just gets better as more maps are released in this game. But the starting room of Mauer to Toten is actually pretty solid. I think it's the worst of the three, but I mean, you can't really blame the map. It's just, there's not much room, and it also added a lot of new stuff to the game. Like there's zip lines, you can go to the rooftops and stuff, which is very cool, but I just really didn't see the point of that. But it is very cool kind of thing to do. And also the wonder weapon on this map is very good. I'd say it's the best out of the ray gun and the ray K and the die. The die is fucking awful, but this thing is very good. I think if they don't nerf it, it is still going to be the best, I would say. And if you pair this with the strategy that I made a video on down here in this area, it is very good, and it's definitely my favorite wonder weapon out of the three and the best out of the three in my opinion. So I really do like the wonder weapon. I think it could be a little better, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. And I think this map actually has a really good layout. I kind of sort of like bigger maps. I think Firebase is the smallest out of the three maps, but I really do like the layout of the map. I like how the map is a lot bigger than the maps. I just see some of the areas on the map just have no importance, and I don't really see the point of that. But that's basically the video, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna have to say Maschine is the best map and Firebase is the worst in my opinion. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's been your boy Wilbo, and I'd say this map's pretty damn solid. I would give Mauer to Toten the second best. I think Maschine out edges it, just in my opinion, and I think Firebase is the worst map. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's been your boy Wilbo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the clip.
Hey yo, Trilly, punch me in. They see me in, I won't ever losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and clap and then hop in the band. She love my music, but say it's confusing, I ran it up from the start to the end. But you just a fan, why I'ma tell you these and now I'm running the band. I need that bag today, so I ain't trying to be tripping or writing no love songs, yeah. Writing no love songs, we all experience no loss, yeah. Niggas be hating, so they got me cruising around with a stick. Cool as a bitch, you know I ain't never gonna lose again. I'm running this shit like, hey Jay, that's my name. Little bro nigga from down LA. About 6'1" with a low top fade. Niggas knew that you was gonna get to that cake. Hey bitch, say my name. Too dope, cool nigga, ain't shit changed. Bad that bitch, shorty screaming my name.